My name is Richard Wilson. We live in Hickory, Kentucky. My brother and I farm 2,900 acres. We raise corn and soybeans and wheat with some double crop soybeans. We'll spray between 7,000 and 8,000 acres a year. Most of our ground is hill ground. Got grass waterways to cross and all that kind of stuff. We spray fields from an acre to 200 and something acres. We've owned this Apache 2 years. We bought another brand from Ohio Valley Ag. When we traded up, we decided we wanted a bigger one, nicer one, so that's what we got. We come up with this. Brandon come by, it was in the winter, probably December or January, and they had this machine, and we got to talking about it. He knew, of course, he sold us the other machine, so he knew we eventually was going to trade up. We'd already talked about that earlier, and this, I guess, stuck in his mind, and when he made his rounds, we come up here in the shop one day and we got to talking. The next thing you know, we was real serious about trading. In a day or two, we had it. I don't remember how long. It didn't take us long. We decided to buy it. And everything he told us about it, the visibility, the ease, and all that, was just like he said it was. It's good. The spray coupe was a good little machine, but as we got bigger, we needed more capacity. This one rides a lot better. We've got auto steer on this, auto booms. The visibility's good. We've got a big tank. We can spray a lot of acres. We usually mix up 100 acres at a time. We're on the other one, we was only mixing up 50. It just made our spraying so much easier. Well, we didn't have to fill up as much. The booms are bigger. The other ones are 60, these are 80s, and just cover a lot more ground a lot easier. Probably 50% more time because, you know, we can get 400 acres a day pretty easy. We have had as much as 600 a day. We don't get in a great big hurry, but depends on whether we're in these hills or whether we're down in the flatter ground. We've had custom applicators, and that's why we bought a sprayer. It was a timing and price, and mostly timing. We wanted it when we wanted it. From what we paid them versus what our payments are on this is a lot. Now, of course, we have to fuel it and we have to have the labor in it, but I'd say we save a third. The technology that we've got now is so far ahead is what makes things a lot better. The controls are easy to raise up and down. We've got sodded waterways we have to cross, you know, so that makes, we usually spray around them so we don't spray across them, but we do cross a lot of them. And the automatic boom works good on that situation. Because as you come up to it, if it's pointed, you know, it'll go to cutting off so you don't run out in your grass waterways. With the auto steer, once you go in a wheat field and you make it, then you can go back in your same tracks and it's all straight and everything works good. On our other sprayer, we had the system that went on the steering wheel and it would guide it. It would not keep up like this system. This one's a hydraulic, and you set it, and you turn on there and hit the button in the floor. It turns you right where you need to go. The automatic booms, after you make your passes around on the ends or on your waterways, it'll cut itself off in sections. Saved us tremendous amount of acres, which saved us chemical, saved product. That's where the savings is at. No overlap on the ends or running straight up and down the rows. I would recommend that on any sprayer. After we used it on this, we put it on our planting tractor that we plant with. We got auto on our anhydrous applicator. So the sprayer has made us do other things, which has in turn saved us money. On our anhydrous applicator, we don't have the overlap, so that's helped us. That come off this sprayer, the technology we learned off the sprayer. Same way with the planter. So basically the sprayer has made us we've seen where we could save with less chemical use, getting the acres more right. Well, if it'll do it on one thing, it'll do it on everything else. We've saved a lot of money over the years just by, I don't say that it would make the payments, but it would go a long way to making them. Because, you know, you save a few acres here and a few acres there on every farm, it adds up. We ain't got very many fields that are straight, got a straight side on them. So you got a lot of overlap, could have a lot of overlap. So with the auto booms, it saves a lot of extra spraying. It does pretty good in the wet conditions. It's not real heavy. We do raise a lot of wheat. We raise somewhere between 300 or 400 acres of wheat, so we usually, that's one of the first things we try to spray early is put nitrogen on the wheat or spray our wheat. And sometimes it could be a little wet. We've not rutted it. It goes across the ground pretty good. Since we have not run a four-wheel drive sprayer, I don't know if there's an advantage or not. I know seems like we can get on the ground almost as quick as they do. If it was that muddy that we think we needed it, I don't really think we'd be out there because I don't really like to rut the fields. The north and south is probably 16, 17 miles, and the east and west is probably 4 miles, 5 wide. And it's just farm here and a farm there. It does have good road speed. It doesn't take long to get from one place to the other. So that makes it, the other sprayer didn't run very fast down the road. After we've got this, we've beefed up our water truck. We can carry enough water and enough chemical to do about 600 acres. That's all we'll want to do in a day anyway, most of the time. From what I can read in magazines, the retail value of these things is staying up, so that means they're good machines. We haven't talked too much about trading. We don't have that many hours on it. But eventually we will trade it and upgrade. This is one thing that you don't have to own, that you can have custom done. But we felt like for us, it was time to buy one. And it's saved us money, which has made us money. And that's why we've got it, and that's why we'll keep spraying.